Welcome back guys to this video. As you can read in the description, this will be a story time of how I got kidney stones because that's the reason why I haven't been playing a lot, and I just want to say sorry for that, and let me explain my story because it hurts a lot. So like about a week ago, it's a little bit more than a week ago, last Tuesday, I woke up in the middle of the night with extreme pains in my stomach. Like it was the worst pains I have ever felt in my life. Like you couldn't even describe it. So like in 5 in the morning, I had to get up, go to the store and buy some pain relievers. So that I couldn't even sleep because it was so much pain that I couldn't even think of anything. So I couldn't sleep. But yeah, I wake up, buy my pain relievers, take that, and I go back to sleep, and I feel like the pain is gone. So I think, maybe it's nothing bad. So yeah, but the rest of the day starts going. The pain is still there. The pain reliever starts going. I have to take more and more. So like, I feel like maybe I had got like food poisoning or something like that. I really don't know. But yeah, so I like go to work. I'm done with all my finals, so I feel like, oh, I can chill now, and the pain just continues the rest of the day, but I feel like nothing much of it. So I go home and I sleep through it. And then Wednesday comes and I'm still having crazy lot of pains. Like it's the I can't even, it gets worse day by day. But like I still get through the day. I take many more relievers, and then I go back to work and try to get through the day. This time I also took some stomach medicine, so like to help with my stomach, and it actually helps that day. I have almost zero pain, but then and that's the same with Tuesday. First day, I mean first day, same, no, almost no pain, but then gets Friday and the pain slowly comes back and even worse than the first, like. So I call my doctor, and like tells him what's happening, and he's like, wait a little more, see what happens, and we'll check you out on Monday if you want to. So yeah, I calm down a little bit, but then I go to the toilet and I see something really disturbing. I see some blood after I peed, which is really dangerous. So if you see that, always go to the hospital. So the first thing I does is call, and I can't even do this uppy, but the first thing I do is call the hospital, say what's happening, and they say like, you need to get into the hospital, you know, right now. But I was like, no, I have work in the morning, can it wait? They were like, sure, but now we are advising you to come in. But I was like, okay, fine, I will do it after my work because I had work in a few hours. But so I come into work, the pains continue to be there. I'm like, hey boss, can I get like leave early and go to the hospital? And he was like, why? And I was like explaining all my symptoms, and he was like, oh, and so like he was like, oh, but the other person also called out, so it's only you and me right now. I was like, I'm sorry, and and but then I explained to him, and he was like, you know what, you need to leave right now and go to the hospital because it could be something serious. After I explained that I also peed a little blood, so it's like, okay, so I left and I went to the hospital, and the first thing I do when I come is they need me to pee in a cup. Damn! But they need me to pee in a cup, so I like do that, and I waited for like 3 hours before I got the result, which they said, at least we can see there's blood in your pee, so you're right about that, and we need to take a blood test. So I like they took some of my blood, yeah, pretty much. But luckily that went by pretty quickly. So like 10 minutes later, they come out. They say, "Okay, we can't see anything in the blood or in your pee, so we need to like maybe like do a CT scanning." So first they did the thing like with what they do with pregnant women, where they put some gel on your stomach and start looking around. And he's like, "I can't see anything." So like if you have a kidney stone, it's at least not very big. So I was like, "Okay, that's cool." But he was like, "Let's get you to a CT scanning." But like you have to be patient because a lot of people are using it today, and so I was like, you know what, that's fair. I can't really demand to use it. So I was like, okay. So I waited for like 2 hours more. My phone is almost dead. A weird person comes in the same room as me in the hospital. Like he was, I think, drunk and started explaining to me how he got shot 4 times. And I was like, okay, I just want to get home and sleep. But finally, I get the CT scan. I come in, they tell me I thought like I had to take off my pants because of the metals, but they're like, no, 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 you can keep it on. So I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, I take off, I get in the machine, I do everything they ask me, and like 5 minutes later, I'm done. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. Ooh, they give damage the white things. So yeah, but then I I now I gotta remember where I'm in the story. So then I wait like 10 minutes for the result. My doctor comes in, or like a doctor in the hospital comes in and says, "Yeah, so we found a stone in your kidney. Luckily, it seems like it's at the bottom, and it should come out in like the next 2 to 3 days. But here's some pills. You need to be at home, relax. You need to drink a lot of water because apparently some of the reasons you can get kidney stone is not by drinking water, by eating a lot of food with salt. So I was like, okay, sure. I get home, and then I finally get the pills. But like, it didn't just take 2 days. It took like 4, 5 days before it came out. So I was like, I can't make videos. I can't do anything. I even had to call off work, and I just been home the last few days in pain. But like, I feel like now, today, it's like the pain has finally completely gone. I can, calm down. I can play games again. So I just want to say sorry for, not uploading every 5 days, but now it's 6 days. I really tried to make videos before that, but like the pain was unbearable. I can't even like from 1 to 10. But yeah, and now in 2 weeks I have another schedule with my doctor because they told me they only found the one in one of my kidneys, but like I need to get back in 2 weeks to check if that's out or if like my kidney have created more stones or like something like that. So yeah, I need to come back in 2 weeks and then will be my final. And if it's like, then they will see like, did I get another kidney or not? Because if I did, it's back to the hospital, and this time it will be surgery to get it out because my first one was pretty small, nothing serious. I can pee it out, but my next, if I like, create one more, they said the chances of it being bigger are pretty high and something like that. And then I need to like go and get a surgery or be like put in the hospital for like more than a few hours. But yeah, guys, that was just me explaining why I haven't been uploading this week. I'm really sorry, and I'll see you in the next video where we play a real game and not this boring story time about how I got kidney stones. Thank you for watching.